First, we build our lab topology. We take one router, one switch, one server, and one PC. All devices are connected to the switch using straight cables. The switch is only for connectivity, so no configuration is required. Now, we assign IP addresses to all devices. The router will use IP 192.168.20.1. TACAS server will use 20.2 and the PC will use 20.3. All devices are placed in same network. Before configuring security, we must confirm connectivity. If ping is successful, our network is ready. Now we configure the TACAS server. We go to the services and turn the TACAS services on. Next, we add the router as a client using its IP address. We also configure a shared secret key. Then we create a user and assign privilege level 15. Now we move to the router. First, we enable AAA using the AAA new model command. This allows the router to use external authentication servers. Next, we tell the router the IP address of the TACAS server. We also configure the same shared secret key. This key must match on both sides. Now we create an authentication list. This tells the router to use the TACAS server for login authentication. If the server is unreachable, the router can use local login as backup. This step is very important. Authorization decides what level of access the user gets. Here, the TACAS server will decide whether the user get user mode or privilege mode. Now, we apply authentication and authorization to the VTY lines. This means telnet access will now be controlled by TACAS server. Only authorized user can access the router. We enter the TACAS username and password. If successful, we directly enter privilege mode. This is how TACAS work in real enterprise network. Instead of managing user on every router, we use one centralized TACAS server for secure administration access. TACAS does not just authenticate you, it's control what you can do.